It had been one of those rare sunny mornings when your husband, the mighty billionaire CEO John Jungkook, was actually home for breakfast. The sunlight poured through the kitchen windows, the coffee machine hummed softly, and for once, your husband looked completely relaxed. No phone in hand, no suit jacket on yet, just him sipping coffee like a normal person. You were at the counter flipping through emails on your tablet. Often you admire how handsome he looks when something caught your eye, a bold, unmistakable red lipstick mark right on the collar of his crisp white shirt. You froze mid sip of coffee, eyes narrowing instantly. John Jungkook? He glanced up, blinking innocently. Yes, my queen. Care, you said, setting your cup down with exaggerated calm to explain why your shirt looks like it's been attacked by lipstick. His brows furrowed. Lipstick? What? You were already walking toward him, tugging at the collar like it was evidence in a courtroom. Don't you dare what me right now. This is red, and before you even try it, no, it's not mine. I don't wear this color ever. Jungkook leaned back slightly, sensing danger. Baby, I swear I have no idea how. Don't. You cut him off sharply. Don't you dare say you have no idea. You're not coming home late, smelling like lipstick and then acting clueless. His eyes widened. I wasn't late last night. Mm-hmm. You said, pacing like a prosecutor. So are you saying this mysterious lipstick mark just teleported onto your collar while you were sleeping? He pressed his lips together, clearly scrambling for an excuse. Maybe the dry cleaner? You stopped dead, staring at him in disbelief. Are you actually suggesting the dry cleaner planted lipstick on your collar for what? To spice up their day? No, he admitted sheepishly. Before you could unleash your next accusation, a little giggle came from behind the couch. Turned sharply to see your 5-year-old daughter Minji peeking out, tiny hands over her mouth and your red lipstick clutched tightly in her grasp. Minji, you said in your slow mom voice, come here. She skipped over, grinning like she had just painted the Mona Lisa. Mommy, I was playing makeup like you do. I gave Daddy a kiss so he won't forget me when he goes to work. You blinked, then glanced at Jungkook, whose face screamed, I told you so, but I value my life too much to actually say it. Where? You asked carefully, crouching to her level. Did you get that lipstick? From your drawer, she chirped happily. The one in your closet, it was in the corner. You never use it. Your brain replayed the memory. Oh, that one. The shade you had accidentally bought during an online sale only to find it didn't suit you. It had been sitting untouched for months. You exhaled, half laughing, half exasperated. Minji, you scare mommy half to death. I thought that daddy has a secret girlfriend, she interrupted innocently. You gave Jungkook an apologetic look, who was looking at you as if he was hurt. I told you, your man is innocent. You walked to him. I know, but I'm just a wife, but sorry for doubting you. His lips curled up into a smile and he pulled you closer by your waist. I don't mind, as long as I have my cute little family with me. Don't get cocky, Mr. CEO. You barely survived this one. Baby, I might run a $1 billion empire, but we both know you run me. Good, you said, crossing your arms but fighting a smile, as long as we are clear. Minji giggled. Yes, mommy is the boss. You got daddy into trouble, my princess, he said, walking up to his daughter and lifting her in his arms. He, mommy thought you had a girlfriend. Minji sang with pure innocence, swinging her legs. You arched a brow at him, and she wasn't entirely wrong to think that for a second. Jungkook gasped dramatically, clutching Minji closer like she was his only ally in the world. Princess, did you hear that? Daddy's reputation is ruined. Minji tilted her head. What's a reputation? It's what Daddy uses to make people think he's scary. You teased sipping your coffee, but at home, he's just my overgrown child. Hey, Jungkook protested, but Minji giggled even louder. Daddy is like a big baby, she agreed. Minji, he said in mock betrayal. First, you framed me for lipstick, now you join mommy's side? She's always on my side. You said smugly, walking past him to set your mug in the sink. Smart girls knows where the real power is. Jungkook shook his head with a smile, leaning down to kiss Minji's cheek. You two are going to gang up on me for the rest of my life, aren't you? Yes, Minji beamed proudly. Absolutely. You added without missing a beat. Jungkook sighed in defeat. Guess I should get used to it, huh? You would better. You said, straightening his collar, the very one that had caused the morning chaos. Because no matter how much of a big shot you are at the office, here you listen to me. He leaned in closer, voice dropping so only you could hear. And I wouldn't have it any other way, my queen. Minji wrinkled her nose. Ew, are you gonna kiss now? Yes, you and Jungkook said at the same time, and before she could squirm away, you both planted big, exaggerated kisses on each of her cheeks. Ah, no, she squealed, wriggling as Jungkook shifted her in his arms, and you both launched into a tickle attack. Her laughter turned into those uncontrollable giggles that made her hiccup, her little hands flailing as she tried to shield herself. Mommy, Daddy, stop! She laughed, kicking her legs in pure joy. No way, Jungkook said with a grin, nuzzling her neck while you tickled her sides. This is what happens when you frame Daddy. The kitchen filled with the sound of your laughter, his deep chuckles, and Minji's bright giggles bouncing off the walls, a sound so warm and perfect it made the whole house feel like home. By the time you stopped, all three of you were breathless, cheeks flushed from laughing too hard. Jungkook kissed Minji's forehead before setting her down, and she immediately ran to grab her juice like nothing had happened, still grinning from ear to ear. And you thought to yourself, billionaire husband or not, this is the life that really matters. Later that evening, Jungkook returned from work early, a rare occurrence that made Minji squeal in delight. The three of you sat on the floor in the living room building a pillow fort because apparently your daughter was the architect and you were the interior designer. Daddy, put the blanket higher, Minji commanded. Yes, boss, Jungkook replied with mock seriousness. You smug. I like how you call her boss at playing but forget who the real boss is in the house. He looked at you, lips twitching. Oh, I never forget. My shareholders may think I run a billion-dollar empire, but at home I just follow orders from you. You laughed, leaning over to fix a crooked pillow. Glad we understand each other. Once the fort was finished, Minji crawled inside, declaring it her princess castle. You followed her in while Jungkook sat cross-legged outside like a knight, guarding his queen and princess. Every so often he would peek inside, his eyes often full of that look he reserved only for you. And that night, when you tucked Minji into bed, Jungkook pulled you into his arms and whispered, You know, my life may be chaotic at work, but here with you two, this is where I actually live. 2 days later, you were folding laundry in the bedroom when you noticed movement in the corner of your eye. There was Minji, tiptoeing around like a secret agent on a mission, except inside of spy gear, she had one of Jungkook's sleek black suits trailing off her tiny shoulders, the fabric puddling on the floor behind her. In her other hand, she clutched your bright red lipstick like it was a magic wand. Minji, you exclaimed, half laughing, half exasperated. Are you trying to give Daddy another heart attack? She froze, wide eyed, then grinned. No, I just wanted to make him handsome again. You set the laundry down, walking toward her slowly. Oh no, not this again. You remember what happened last time, right? You almost made me think Daddy had a. You lowered your voice dramatically. Girlfriend. Minji giggled mischievously, but it was me. You reached for the lipstick. All right, hand it over, troublemaker. Daddy doesn't need. Before you could finish, the bedroom door swung open. Jungkook stepped inside, briefcase in one hand, tie slightly loosened from work. He stopped dead at the sight in front of him, his mini-me wearing his suit like a royal robe, holding lipstick with a look of pure determination. A slow smile spread across his face. Well, if you are the stylist, I guess I'm in good hands. Minji's eyes lit up. Daddy, you're home early. Come here, I'll make you look nice. Jungkook crouched down to her level, resting his elbows on his knees. Princess, Daddy already looks nice. She pouted. No, you need my special touch. Before you could intervene, she stood on her tiptoes and smeared a generous swipe of lipstick right across his cheek. Minji, you gasped, covering your mouth to stifle a laugh. Jungkook blinked, then slowly turned to you with the goofiest smile, the bright red marks standing out against his skin. Yes, I'm marked again. You rolled your eyes, but the corners of your lips betrayed you. At this point, people are going to think you're having a love affair with your own daughter. Best kind of scandal, he replied smoothly, standing up and pulling both of you into a warm hug. If anyone asks, I'll just say my biggest shareholder is 5-year-old and likes me this way. Minji giggled into his shirt. I'm not a shareholder, Daddy. Yes, you are. Jungkook said seriously, you own my whole heart. That's a bigger deal than any company. You groaned playfully. Oh, smooth. You're lucky she's buying this and not asking for an actual corporate office. Minji perked up. Can I have an office with a chair that spins? Jungkook grinned. Done. You'll be my co-CEO. You crossed your arms. And I'm what? The coffee lady? He turned to you, eyes twinkling. No, you are the boss. Always have been. You smug. Good answer. But you're still cleaning that lipstick off before dinner. No way. Jungkook said, lifting Minji into his arms again. This is premium branding. Makes me look loved. Minji nodded seriously, touching his cheek. You're welcome, Daddy. And just like that, the lipstick bandit had struck again, and you knew deep down neither of you would even try too hard to stop her. That weekend, Jungkook announced he was cancelling his meetings to spend the day with you and Minji. The three of you ended up baking cookies. While you baked, Minji decorated, and Jungkook somehow managed to burn his batch despite you giving him very clear instructions. Honestly, you said watching him pull out a tray of charcoal colored cookies. How does a man who negotiates billion-dollar deals fail at following a simple recipe? He grinned, holding up a cookie that resembled a meteor. Because I'm better at following your lead than reading instructions. You shook your head but smiled. Good answer. Later, as you all snuggled on the couch watching a movie, Minji asleep in your lap, Jungkook pressed a kiss to your temple. You know, you're the only boss I've ever been afraid of, right? You smiled, and don't you forget it. He tightened his arm around you. Never. You're not just my wife, you're my home, my life, and the only person who can tell me what to do without me firing them. You chuckled, leaning into him. That's because without me, you would be lost. He kissed you again, softer this time, exactly, and I plan on being lost in you for the rest of my life. And there, with your CEO husband looking at you like you were the center of his universe, and your daughter breathing softly beside you, you realize that no matter how big Jungkook's empire was, the real kingdom was here and you were the queen.